All right, let's close the eyes and find a nice, comfortable posture in any asana that's natural for you. Let's keep the spine upright, tall, erect, vertical. Head, neck, trunk all nicely aligned. Gently pull the head up toward the ceiling, tailbone down so you can feel the spine being lengthened. Very subtle feeling. And at this point, if you need to make any adjustments to your posture, because even though the intention is to maintain the spine tall and vertical, we don't want to create any kind of discomfort. So you should feel comfortable, relaxed. Allow the hands to rest very comfortably on your knees or your thighs. Lift the shoulders up toward the ears, roll them back, let them hang loose. Do this movement a couple more times just to feel the muscle in the shoulder area loosen. Becoming aware of the neck area, so do a few gentle neck movements, up and down, side to side. Some circles, any movement. Make a random movement. Just feel the muscles and very gentle movements to loosen or soften any spots that might feel tight in the neck area. Finally, bring the head back to the center and position the chin just slightly below the horizontal level. Soften the muscles in the facial area. Relax the jaws. Begin to watch your breath as you breathe in and out, observing the flow at the tip of the nose. And to deepen the breath awareness, we're going to take a few deep breaths into the abdominal area, all the way down into the lowest part of the lungs. When you inhale, fill the belly out like a balloon. And as you exhale, gently suck the belly in back toward the spine, creating a nice deep cavity at the lower part of the belly as you finish the exhalation. Inhale, feel the breath flowing right from the tip of the nostrils through the nasal passage, bronchial cavity, all the way to the lowest part of the lungs. Feel that movement. When you finish the inhalation, the belly is filled out. Same thing when you exhale. Just observe the flow of the breath from the lungs out through the bronchial cavity, back of the throat, nasal passage. Deep awareness. At the end of the next exhalation, get back to your natural rhythm of breathing, shifting the awareness to the tip of the nose again, watching the flow there for a moment. Recite Om 3 times, deep inhalation. Om. Softly open the eyes. Namaste and welcome. Welcome to day number 7 of this journey together for 14 days. Short journey. Continuing on. Long journey eventually, because the goal of yoga is difficult to attain and it takes time. That's it. In the Gita, Krishna says the same thing. You know, 1 in 1,000, he says, who can really attain the goal eventually. But you just have to keep trying. The main concept in our philosophical system is of this reincarnation, rebirth, and all that. Right? So the main theme there is that, look, whatever you attain, the level of elevation, you can call it spiritual elevation, I like to call it. Whatever level you attain now, it's not going to go waste. You're not going to start with a clean slate. That's the idea here. Start off wherever you left in your previous life. So nothing goes waste, basically. And then, like I said, even though the goal may not be reachable in this lifetime, but what we are offered is a very beautiful scenic beauty on the way. You do all these practices, lots of benefits happen, lots of benefits. Some people start seeing the benefits even within a week's time or even a short time. Sometimes it takes longer to feel the benefits, but everyone will start feeling some benefits. All right, so while we are waiting for the final outcome, enjoy these benefits. That's it. Okay, let's do some eye exercise. Again, circular rotation. We do this very frequently. Keep the head in the center, spine up. Look up to the ceiling, move the eyes in a full circle. Large circular rotation, smooth movement of the eyes. You want to exercise the muscles in the eyes. These are very simple exercises that we do in the class. But if you can try and do them on a regular basis, you can go a real long way in maintaining good, healthy eyes. Full 360-degree rotation, large circle, stretch. You bring the eyes to the top, center the eyes and close. Just relax for a moment. Open the eyes, look up counterclockwise, full circle in the other direction. Once again, when you bring the eyes to the top, center the eyes and close. Let's rub the palms briskly. Cover the eyes softly. Relax the eyes, eye muscles. We'll gently rub the eyelids, eyebrows. Like massage around the eyes. Just softening the muscles in this whole facial area. And we release the hands once again. Softly open the eyes. Right. Get ready for some stretching. Come up on your hands and knees for the Marjarasana. Remember, Marjar is a Sanskrit word for a male cat. Male cat. I will say, if you like a female cat, the name becomes Marjari Asana. Hands are under the shoulders, knees under the hips, spread the fingers wide. As you inhale, head up and tailbone up, navel dipping down, look up. And as you exhale, round the spine. Lift the navel up so you can create a little hump in the spine, chin down. Couple more of these movements. Inhale, head up, tailbone up, look up. Exhale, chin down, lift the navel up. Finish the next round, finish the exhalation. And then bring the spine back to the neutral tabletop position. And when you're ready, we'll get ready for Kapalabhati. So sitting up either in Vajrasana or any other asana that's comfortable for you. All right. Kapalabhati. All right, let's go. Okay, let's finish the next exhalation and then just natural rhythm of breathing. Kapalabhati. Today, I want to introduce this concept of, it's called bandhas. Bandha is a lock. Okay, these are pranic kind of, you can call them pranic locks. Okay? So, the breath, when you look at the breathing sequence, there is inhalation and exhalation that's going on all the time, right? That happens 24 hours of the day without our knowledge, without our intervention. That's inhale and exhale going on. But then we have the ability to hold the breath. We have already seen that as a part of the Ujjayi pranayama, where we inhaled and then we hold the breath with the chin down, etc. Right? So that's one of the most important things that we have to keep in mind, that we can hold the breath. There are only 2 or 3 physiological functions which are both voluntary and involuntary, right? Like breath happens involuntarily all the time. Blood circulation happens all the time, right? These are involuntary functions. Digestion is happening all the time. But there are only a few which you can actually have a little bit of voluntary control on them. Breath is obviously one of them. What's the other one that you can think of?
Mind.
Mind. Mind? Mind. That's not a physiological function. I'm talking of the physiological function, involved organs and others. Of course.
Excretion. Excretion.
Excretion, some may be very, very mild, only on urination, I believe. That's also a very mild control. You cannot do it all the time. Having just urinated, you cannot do it, but maybe after some time you may. So it's a very partial control.
Food habits.
Food habits, we're not talking of, so habit is not a physiological function.
Digestion.
Yeah, how do you control digestion?
So food.
I mean, I'm talking of real physiological functions. Things like blinking of the eyes, that's what I mean.
Eyes, yeah.
Blinking of the eyes.
Yeah.
That's a physiological function. You can do it at random. Voluntarily you can do it. Involuntarily it happens all the time.
No, eyes blinking. Right?
Eyes blinking. Okay. So the whole point is breath is very important. That's it. Let's not get into all that. All right. So breath, when you hold the breath after inhalation, that's one way of holding the breath, or you can hold the breath after exhalation. So the Sanskrit terms for these 4 components of breathing practice, the inhalation is called puraka in Sanskrit, puraka. And exhalation is called rechaka. And breath retention is called kumbhaka. When you inhale and hold the breath, it's called antar kumbhaka. And when you exhale and then hold the breath, it's called bahya kumbhaka. That's the name. All right. Now, while we are holding the breath, that's when we also can apply these 3 locks that we're going to talk about now. So one lock is their chin lock. One lock is chin lock, where you lower the chin down and rest it on the sternum area. If you recall, we did that as a part of the Ujjayi pranayama. So we did not name it at that time, but that's called chin lock in English. In Sanskrit, it is called Jalandhara Bandha. This one is called Jalandhara Bandha, chin lock. The second is called Uddiyana Bandha, navel lock, where you suck the belly in all the way. And again, that creates the deep cavity here. The third is called Mula Bandha, or the root lock, which is to squeeze the perineum area area around the ALS muscles, and you try kind of imagine those muscles being squeezed inwards, and you also lift them up slightly, lift them upwards. Okay. So these are the three locks. Now, the chin lock and the root lock, okay, the base root lock, mula bandha, they can be applied either after inhalation or exhalation. So inhale, hold the breath, you can do this. Exhale, hold the breath, you can do this. Same thing with the root lock, mula bandha. Inhale and do it, or exhale and do it. Okay? But this lock, the navel lock, can only be applied after exhalation. Only after exhalation. So after exhalation, you can apply all three together. Right? You can do the chin lock, navel lock, and the root lock. After inhalation, you can only apply these two together. The chin lock and the root lock. But this can only be applied after exhalation. Everyone confused? You're confused?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So chin lock, lowering the chin, you can do it after inhalation or exhalation. Root lock, mula bandha, which is where you squeeze the perineum, squeeze those muscles in and lift them up. Again, that can be applied after inhalation or exhalation. But this one, the navel lock, think of it as the middle lock, top lock, bottom lock, middle lock, one way of looking at it. Only after exhalation. Now, this can be done after exhalation, this can be done after exhalation, this can be done after exhalation. So all three can be done after exhalation. And in fact, that's what we will be doing, as a part of our practice. After exhalation, we will apply all the three locks. Now, in terms of the sequence, even though it's mentioned that you apply the chin lock first, navel lock second, and the root lock third, but they're so quick in succession, they're almost simultaneous, almost. When you release the locks, same thing. Release the root lock first, navel lock second, chin lock third, but they're almost simultaneous. Okay, everyone got that? So let us just practice first the two locks. We'll only do 3 deep inhalations and see if you feel that you can lower the chin down to the sternum area and squeeze the perineum. Only 2 locks after inhalation. Then we will just, after inhale, so this is what we'll do for the next 3 breaths. Inhale, deep inhalation, full inhalation. At the end of inhalation, we're going to hold the breath, Bandhas are applied only when you hold the breath. So inhale, hold the breath, chin goes down, squeeze the perineum. Okay, let's do that. And whenever you need to exhale, release the locks and just natural exhalation. Just a couple of breaths. All right, we are only experimenting with the chin lock and the root lock after inhalation. Do this 3 times. Everyone got that? And then take a couple of extra breaths if you need to, but then do it again 3 times. After each inhalation, hold the breath. Apply the locks, chin lock and the root lock. As long as you can hold the breath, when you have the urge to exhale, release the locks, and just a natural exhalation. You finish the next round. Finish the final exhalation, then natural breathing out. So that's called the Jalandhar Bandha and Mula Bandha. Okay. Now, next what we'll do is to practice in for 3 breaths, the full combination of the chin lock, navel lock, root lock, which can be done only after exhalation. Remember that. So now this is what we'll do. We'll just try that for 3 times. We'll force the breath out. Exhale means we are going to really forcefully, and you can either breathe through the mouth forcefully or through the nose. So if you do it through the nose, it will sound like this. Really forceful. If you do it through the mouth, whatever works for you, okay? 3 times. All right, do this breath. Exhale completely, forcefully, chin down, suck the belly in, squeeze the perineum. Let's try that. 3 times, do it. Really forceful breath out so that you can really feel the complete elimination of all the air from the lungs. After full exhalation, hold the breath for as long as you can. Then release the locks after you're done, and then just natural breathing for a couple of breaths. Do a total of 3 times, and then regular breaths now. This was just a way to understand these 3 locks and how they're applied. So after inhalation, what can we do after inhalation? Chin lock and the Mula Bandha. Chin lock is Jalandhar Bandha. Root lock is Mula Bandha. So after inhalation, those 2. After exhalation,
All
three.
all 3. All right. So now that's what we will be doing from today onwards after Kapalabhati. So let me show you the sequence that we will do after Kapalabhati. It's in the beginning, it's a little confusing, but we'll get it. Okay. So Kapalabhati, as we know, finish the full sequence. I'll let you know when to stop. When you stop, then you will exhale forcefully and completely. So it will sound, after Kapalabhati, it will sound like this. Inhales, you'll have to inhale before you exhale. Same thing. Full exhalation, hold the breath, T lock, chin lock, navel lock, root lock. As long as you can hold. Now, when you want to inhale, you exhale and then held the breath, right? You need to inhale at some point. When you want to inhale, release the locks, chin should come back up. Vishnu Mudra. Okay? Make sure you understand this. Right hand, Vishnu Mudra, close the left nostril. Okay, left nostril. Okay? Inhale. 1 deep inhalation through the right nostril, then close the right side. Exhale. 1 deep exhalation from the left side, and then release the hands. That's the sequence we'll follow after Kapalabhati. Let me explain it one more time. All right. So we'll do the full sequence. Inhale and exhale forcefully. Apply the 3 locks. When you want to inhale, release the locks. Use the ring finger of the right hand. Close the left side. Inhale from your right nostril. 1 deep inhalation, and finally exhale from the left nostril. Okay?
So when we are pulling our chin up, we are not accelerating. Exhalation, we are not doing. We are only doing with this.
No, when you release the chin lock, after that you need to inhale, right? Because we exhaled and then held the breath. At some point you need to inhale. When you want to inhale, release the locks, chin should go up. Inhale from the right nostril. That's it. All right? Let's do it one more time. Kapalabhati. We'll do the whole practice again. Nisha, slow down, slow down. You're still not, you're mixing it up. Be very aware of breathe out. Keep it slow. Forcefully exhale, belly in. Okay, let's do the final sequence now. Inhale and then exhale. Forcefully, completely. Apply all the three bandhas. Chin should go down to the sternum, belly sucked in, perineum is squeezed. Holding your breath for whatever duration you're comfortable with. When you want to inhale, release the locks. Chin should come back up. Then release the locks. Inhale from the right nostril. Exhale from the left nostril. Very soft, deep Ujjayi breaths. All right, everyone okay with that? So this is from now on, that's the practice we will do every day for our Kapalbhati practice. And we will add breath retention in some other practices also slowly, right? All right. Let's do some Surya Namaskar. Come to a standing position. Today we'll just do two rounds, basic rounds. Again, I did use the restroom, so follow along with Murali. Very basic first round as we always do. In the second round, just do warrior one variation, okay? In the second round, and I'll be right back. First round, second round. Second. Then you will do warrior one, the second round. Warrior one. Face the front. Raise the arms up. Bend the front knee. Arms go up and back as you inhale. As you exhale, release the buttocks down. And then palms down. Left foot back. Downward facing dog. Push the heels down toward the floor. Push the thighs back toward the back wall. Knees down, buttocks all the way back. Child pose, Balasana. When the buttocks are resting on the heels, forehead is on the floor, and you're walking the fingertips away from you. Keep the hands where they are. Don't move the hands, but slide the body forward smoothly into the cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Coming up. No, elbows are bent. Elbows are bent. Chest is up, but the navel is still down. Navel should be touching the floor. Yes, beautiful. That's good. Let's go back to the downward facing dog. The buttocks up, heels down. So from here, we're going to move into the upward facing dog. So if you just want to watch 1 second, I'm going to roll the shoulders forward. Start rolling the buttocks down. Shoulders are vertically above the hands. And then I'm going to curl the, point the toes back. Press with the top of the feet to lift the knees up. That's the upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Shwanasana. That's the name. Urdhva Mukha. And then go back to the downward facing dog. Stick the head up, right foot forward, up between the palms. We'll get ready again for the warrior 1, Veerbhadrasana. The front knee is vertically above the ankle. Arms up as you inhale, up and backwards. As you exhale, lower the buttocks down. That'll give a nice stretch on the knee. Santa? Yes, that's it. And then release the hands, palms down, left foot forward. Legs are straight if that's comfortable, and then drop the chest when you exhale. Lift the head up, arms out to the side, slowly stretch up and stretch back. And then straighten the body up. Exhale and release now. Relax. Right? Lie down on your abdomen, face down. Relax for a moment. Nurasana. So forehead down, bend your knees, hold the ankles behind you. And slowly lift up, head up, chest up. Use the feet to push the hands back. Nice deep stretch. Slowly come down. Just relax for a brief moment. Keep holding on to the ankles. Do one more time with the knees together, the feet together, and then come up. Shoulders roll back, chest up, feet pushing the hands back and away. Give a nice leg stretch and lift the knees up as well. Dhanurasana, bow. And then we release and come down. Relax now. Slowly roll over, lie down on your back. Relaxing your back for a moment. And the feet together. You stretch the arms back overhead, get a good stretch. Pull the hands back and away, point the toes away. Yashtikasana. And as you exhale, come up to a sitting position. Asana, pranayama, and meditation. Three main components of the yoga practice. They all have to be done. Right. Get ready for the Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. That's in front. Keep the right leg in front. Hold the left knees. Toe of the foot on the inside, heel all the way back. Right foot first. Yes. Inhale, raise the arms up. Pull up. Exhale, bend over. So your chest should line up on top of the thigh. And Raj, you need a strap. When you inhale to lengthen the spine, just a subtle movement, chin pulled away toward the foot. When you exhale, you can drop the chest down, deepen the stretch. Yes. And as you inhale, raise the arms up again. Exhale, release. With sides for the other side. Janu, Shirshasana. Janu is the knee, Shirsh is the head. Raise the arms up as you inhale. Pull up, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, you can bend forward on top of the thigh. Shoulders are nice and square. Keep the right hand in front, Raj. Right hand in front. That way your shoulders will be balanced. Otherwise, you're lifting the right shoulder up. Keep breathing. Breath is guiding our movements in most cases. When inhale, lengthen the spine, pull the chin away. When exhale, drop the chest only if the body lets you do it. So very, very careful. Listen to every message, every signal that you receive from any part of the body, any muscle, any limb. Pay attention, become very aware of what's going on. And as you inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, release. Sides. Paschimottanasana. Feet together, legs are straight. Raise the arms up as you inhale. Pull up. And as you exhale, bend forward. Again, the effort is to keep the spine lengthened. So to do that, when you inhale, pull the chin away. When you exhale, you can drop the chest. To deepen the stretch in the leg area, you want to pull going to slide the heels away from you. Keep sliding the heels away. Push the knees firmly to the ground. And then pull the toes back in towards you. Use the hands or the strap to pull the toes back in. That way you will get a deep stretch on the back of the legs. Point the toes back. Push the heels away. Knees pressing down. Chest coming down when you exhale. And as you inhale, raise the arms up again. Exhale, release. Today, what I'd like to do is to spend a little more time on pranayama. All right. So we'll cut short our asana practice today a little bit. Right. Let's do the spinal twist called the Ardha Matsyendrasana. So for the right leg, place the foot on the outside of the left knee. The foot should be flat, knee vertical. Optionally, you can always fold this leg. Optionally. Raise the right arm up, bring it behind the back. Right hand. Vasu. Right hand goes back. Right hand. Yeah, left arm wrapped around. Look over the right shoulder. Yes. Very good. Yep. You're looking over the right shoulder. Keep the spine tall and vertical. Then pinky, move the heel away from the butt, from under the buttocks. So the hip should be on the floor. Right hip. Yes. Right hip is on the floor. Okay, so you wrap the arm around so you can press the thigh and the knee all the way in. All right. Keep the spine tall and vertical. Look over the right shoulder gently. Roll the shoulder back and away. Right hip pressing down. Spine tall. When you inhale, pull the head up. You exhale, roll the shoulder back. Press the thigh very gently against the belly. We twist a little more and then release the pose. Come back. Switch sides. You still place the left foot on the outside, foot flat, knee vertical. And you can use the left hand behind the back this time. Yes, very good. Look over the left shoulder. Pull that shoulder back and away. Roll it backwards. That's good. Show the left shoulder backwards. So don't use the strap. You don't need the strap for this one. What you need to do is you pull the knee in and this shoulder roll back. Open up this chest. Yes, beautiful. Yep. Good. Keep breathing. Yeah, left shoulder should be rolled backwards away. Yes. You can really feel that stretch. Just a little more and release the pose. Back to the center. Close the eyes. Sitting in a posture that's very comfortable for our brief moment of reflection. Becoming aware of the body, breath, and mind. Replay the whole sequence like a video replay in the mind, looking for any indication where you might have felt that the mind and body did not play a harmonious role together. Like mind-body harmony is so important, not just on the mat, not just practicing yoga, but in our life in general. Mind, breath, and body. Bring the hands behind the back. Softly hold the right wrist for the yoga mudra. As you exhale, begin to bend forward. This is to make the effort to go down as much as you can, and then wherever you reach, finally stay there for a moment. Keep breathing. And with the next inhalation, nice and easy move as you come back up. Release. And ready for Yoga Nidra. Deep relaxation routine. Lie down on your back. Get ready. As always, we try to do this by getting into the half boat if comfortable. If not, you can keep the head down, feet down. That's perfectly okay. Keep the legs very straight, point the toes away, stretch the arms very straight in front, spread the fingers wide and tight. Fists with the hands tight. Rotate the wrists around. Pause, other direction. Pause, keep the elbows straight. Let's work on the facial muscles. So you're going to open the mouth, extend the tongue out, curl it down. Eyes open, mouth wide open, tense up all the facial and the neck muscles. With the fists still tight, pull them away toward the feet. Squeeze the buttocks tight, thighs, knees, kneecaps, calf muscles, ankles. Point the toes away. One final effort now to engage every muscle. So toes to head, top to bottom, every muscle, and then see if you can squeeze every muscle tight. Tighter really. Squeeze and let go. Let loose. No tension, no fatigue. Experiment with the position of the body. You can spread the feet apart, almost the width of the mat. Keep the hand a little away from the body, palms facing up. All that should feel very, very natural. Set the intention that will maintain the body perfectly still. And as we go through our sequence to relax the body, one muscle, one limb at a time. Let's begin by relaxing the toes. Soles of the feet. Heels. Ankles. Calf muscles. Shins. Knees and the kneecaps. Thighs. The pelvic area. All the abdominal muscles. Visualize and relax the internal organs. Heart, lungs, kidneys, and the liver. Let's relax the rib cage, chest, shoulder blades. Collarbones. With the awareness of the hands, relax the fingers. arms, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, and relax the shoulders. Relax the buttocks, full length of the spine. Relax the muscles in the lower back, middle back, upper back, neck muscles, all the facial muscles, cheeks, chin, lips, jaws, tongue, teeth, nose, eyes, eyebrows, forehead, top of the head, back of the head. Every muscle, every limb feels very nicely loose, very comfortably relaxed. And become aware of all the points of contact between the body and the floor. Just allow the body to gently sink into the floor under its own subtle heaviness. Body feels heavy, very nicely supported by the ground into a state of very complete relaxation. And to enjoy this state for a few more moments, we'll set the intention that while we are relaxing, when thoughts come up in the mind, we will simply acknowledge the presence of the thought, otherwise pay no attention. Ignore the thoughts. And that way we can continue to enjoy this very beautiful, restful states of the body and the mind. Bring the awareness back to the breathing slowly and begin to just watch your breath for a moment. Become aware of the flow, the natural rhythm of your breathing. Really feel the flow at the tip of the nose for a moment. And then gradually begin to stretch the fingers, curl the toes, stretch the hands, feet, arms and legs. And stretch the arms back overhead, giving a good stretch to the body. Feet together, point the toes away, pull the hands back, and then slowly roll to one side for a moment. Come back up to a sitting position slowly. Pranayama practices that we have done, I consider 6 of these practices to be, I call them basic. Basic in the sense they should form the basic core of your practice, on a regular basis. 6 practices. What are these 6 practices? Kapalabhati, Bhastrika, Ujjayi Pranayama, rapid breathing, Bhramari, and alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shuddhi. 6. All right. Let me see if I can bring up. I wrote a blog article on this some time ago. Let me see if I can bring it up. And I can. Oh, I could turn the TV on. I can.
We can see.
It's just to show you that article that I have. It's called the 6 basic pranayama techniques. And I've just listed them here. Maybe you can see them. I hope you can see them.
Yeah.
Can you read them? So these are the 6. Kapalabhati, Bhastrika, Ujjayi Pranayama, then the rapid breathing, which is called Nadi Sanchalana, Bhramari, and Nadi Shuddhi. Okay. And you can follow the same sequence. I always recommend that you start always your pranayama practice with Kapalabhati, finish it with the Nadi Shuddhi, alternate nostril breathing. Okay. So all the fast breathing practices, all the forceful breathing practices, you should start with forceful, not necessarily fast. But Kapalabhati and Bhastrika, you should do them in the beginning. Okay. And then do the remaining practices following that. And ultimately, because alternate breathing is very, very balancing technique. It creates a balance at all levels and really settles everything down. I recommend that you finish your pranayama with that. Okay. So those are the 6 practices that I consider very, very basic. I should not really call them basic, but very essential in my opinion. Okay. All right. So let's do the practice now. Kapalabhati. This is an article I've given, all details here. for every practice. Okay, you can read that article. In fact, I should mention, I have this book. Most of you are familiar with it, but this also has all the detailed instructions that I practice, that we practice in the class, everything. Okay, I got this published a few months ago. It's all the pranayama practices. All right, let's do Kapalabhati. Just remember, what we are doing now is to engage the full practice of the three bandhas at the end of exhalation. We'll do Kapalabhati, then inhale just to get started. Exhale forcefully. Is everyone okay with that, or do you want me to do it again? Or repeat the whole? You're comfortable with that? Give it a try. All right? Let's do that. We'll do the full final sequence now. Inhale and then exhale completely, forcefully. Apply the bandhas where you're able to hold the breath. Hold the breath, apply the three locks. Chin lock, navel lock, root lock. All the three. Only when you're not able to hold the breath any longer, release the locks. Inhale right, exhale left. Very important to keep that sequence in mind. So that's the whole sequence of Kapalabhati with the integration of this full sequence of Mahabandha, as it's called. When you apply all the three bandhas, it's called Mahabandha. So we integrate the Mahabandha practice into the Kapalabhati practice. Makes it a very powerful practice. Okay, let's do one round of Bhastrika. Remember, we're going to throw the arms up when you inhale, throw them down. I cannot throw them, so you just follow along with Murli. So this is the starting position. When you throw the arms up, you open the palms. When you bring them down, you come down. Okay? All right. Let's start. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Up, down. Up, down. Inhale, exhale. Forceful. Nice. Final two breaths now. Final two. And finally, Allow the breath to settle down. Take a few extra breaths to bring the breathing back to your very natural rhythm. Soften, relax the facial muscles, forehead area, chest, arms and shoulders, just loosening up, relax. As you can see, this is a very energizing, intense practice. This Bhastrika brings up a fair amount of heat in the system. We only did one round. If you do 2 or 3 rounds, you can start feeling that warmth in the body. Called Bhastrika. I will move on to the practice of Ujjayi Pranayama. Ujjayi Pranayama, if you recall, is when we inhale through both the nostrils, and every time you deep inhale, long breaths, it should be a full breath. When I say full breath, engage the full capacity of the lungs. Okay, that means when you inhale, the belly should fill out first. Okay, that's the first thing. You continue the inhalation, you're not done yet. More inhalation, chest gets expanded. A little more inhalation, upper chest and the collarbones lift up. So if I were to show you the whole sequence of inhalation, that should look like this. And finally, even the upper chest goes up. Okay, that's inhale. Exhale is just the opposite. Soften this area, soften the chest. Finally, create a big, deep cavity here. All right? So that's what we'll do now. Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale deeply through both the nostrils at the end of inhalation. At the end of inhalation, which are the 2 locks that you can apply?
Top and bottom.
Top and bottom. Chin lock and the root lock. Apply those locks after inhalation. And then when you want to exhale, release the locks. Exhale from which side?
Left.
Left. Exhale left. Okay, let's do a few of these breaths. Go ahead. Remember, these are soft Ujjayi breaths. Ujjayi sound always when you breathe in long and deep breaths, Ujjayi breaths. All right, finish the next round, finish the final exhalation, and then bring your breathing back to your natural rhythm of breathing. That's called Ujjayi Pranayama. Okay? Ujjayi Pranayama. Ujjayi breathing technique is when we breathe deep breaths, we always use Ujjayi breathing technique. And this specific pranayama is also using Ujjayi breathing technique. All right. Next, we'll do this practice called Nadi Sanchalana. Anybody remember that? How do you do it?
Close one
Hmm?
one end like
This one. Okay.
Close one nostril and then breathe fast breaths, okay? So I'm going to set the rhythm at 80 breaths per minute. And again, when you hear the tick, that's an exhale, okay? That's just so that everyone is doing the same thing. Every tick is an exhale. Immediately inhale after that, because the next tick again, you're going to exhale. Okay, so one full breath per tick, you can call it. Go to the right side. Very even breath, no force, no abdominal movement. Well, you missed that class. Eh? Push up. Not sure, right? Yeah. What you do? You can sound. The even sound, no force, no abdominal movement. That's right. Exhale. Release the hands. The other side. This time close the left nostril. Right hand. Right hand. Thinking. Always right hand. That's tradition. There's no other reason. It's traditional. You always there. Every book that you read, they say use the right hand. This time we do the left side now. Yeah. In and out from the right nostril now. Every tick is an exhale. No force at all. Very even, soft. Both inhale and exhale sound alike. Very soft breath. Let's exhale. Release the hands. Nadi Sanchalana. That's the Sanskrit name. Rapid breathing. Do the same sequence from the two nostrils, both the nostrils now. Keep the hands down. Keep the hands down. Breathe in and out through both the nostrils, but the same speed. Very soft breaths. the final exhalation and then natural breathing. That's the practice of Nadi Sanchalana, rapid breathing. Finally, we'll do the Nadi Shuddhi practice, alternate nostril breathing. So Vishnu Mudra with the right hand, Chin Mudra with the left. Okay, let's do that. Go the right side. Exhale from the left nostril.
Missed the Brahmari.
Looking at the time, is it okay if we do Brahmari and then do this?
Yes.
There'll be 5 minutes extra.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. I thought you want to be on time, but it's a good idea. Glad you mentioned. 4 times, okay? 4 breaths, Brahmari. Everyone got that. Let's do that. This practice Brahmari, I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's a very beautiful practice in terms of calming the mind. Just very soothing for the nervous system. So in my own practice, every now and then I actually use this to prepare myself for meditation. You do this for I do it for about 7 or 8 minutes. Just keep doing it for 7 or 8 minutes, and then I go into meditation. It just feels good. It's a very calming practice. It's very nice. Okay. So finally, the Nadi Shuddhi practice. All right. Vishnu Mudra, Chin Mudra. Close the right side with the right thumb. Now, before we start, okay, let me just explain the variation we're going to add today. So after each inhalation, we're going to hold the breath. After each inhalation, hold the breath, and we'll apply the bandhas. What can you do after inhalation?
Jalandhar and Mula.
Jalandhar bandha and Mula bandha, only 2, all right? We'll apply both those today, all right? And I'm going to guide you through that whole sequence, all right? So only after inhalation, nothing after exhalation. We're not going to do any retention or bandhas after exhalation. Just transition. Go to the right side. Exhale from the left nostril. Inhale left. Hold the breath, close both the nostrils. Apply the chin lock and the root lock. Release the locks, chin up. Exhale from the right nostril. Inhale through your right. Hold the breath. Close both the nostrils. Apply the Jalandhar Bandha, Mula Bandha. Release the lock. Chin up. Exhale from the left nostril. Inhale through the left. Hold the breath. Close both sides. Lower the chin down. Squeeze the perineum. Chin lock, root lock. Release the lock. Chin up. Exhale right and continue now. Do this for a few more breaths now on your own, at your own pace. Breaths are soft, ujjayi breaths. The sound of the breath comes from the base of the throat. It's very soft breath, not much sound. And then you engage the full bandhas after only inhalation. But the breathing is very soft as always. That ratio of 1 to 2 between inhale and exhale, that continues to be the important ratio. So the breath retention, the duration of breath retention should not impact the quality and the depth and the length of your exhalation. Be very aware of that. Full, deep breaths. We will finish the next round, finish the final exhalation through the left side. Okay? Go through the full sequence. And then when you're done with the final exhalation through the left nostril, that's when you release the hands down. And natural rhythm of breathing after that. Keeping the eyes closed, spine remains tall and vertical, but very relaxed. Shoulders hanging loose, hands are comfortable. So recite Om once now, deep inhalation. Om. Join the palms together, Shanti mantra. Inhale. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Nityoma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti. Lead me from unreal to the real, darkness to light, from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Peace, peace. Palms. Cover the eyes softly. Just like making a cup over the eyes so you're not pressing against the eyes. Place the hands, join the palms again, raise them up, and then as you exhale, bend forward. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. I bow down to all my gurus, my teachers. A very special tribute to our Guru Patanjali. Slowly come back up. Thank you all. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of the day. We'll enjoy some breakfast together now.
Thank you, Subhashi. We'll see you soon.